Dundalk TV is with George Harman at the Greater Patapsco Community Association. George, there was a forum with the county for county executives tonight with Al Redmer and also Johnny Oshesky. What did you think about that debate?
Well, I thought the debate went very well. I think the people here are very organized, did a very good job with questioning. There were a number of issues that were not brought up that probably I would have preferred to have heard discussed. The one thing that I am interested in is, in retrospect, is looking back 4 years. I hate to do this for taking a bad thought at what happened and why I lost 4 years ago. But the former county executive refused any debates of this nature with me over the previous campaign. So I was very strengthened, enhanced by the work that this group did to put on a good debate.
Yes, well, I was happy to see this debate or forum happen because the one in Dundalk, Johnny Oshesky didn't show up to. So, and you're running for office as well. So, what office are you running for, and what district?
I'm running for District 10 for the House of Delegates. I'm running for the state legislature, and I live in this district, of course, in order to run for it. I live up in the northern sector, Reisterstown, Owings Mills, Glendon, and up to Boring and thereabouts. So we have a lot of the same issues that we're fighting with. They're talking about preserving the land outside of the URDL, because it's some of the last land in the county that's protecting the agricultural uses and the historic uses that we want to protect. So I'm very very interested in this group in particular, because they're also involved in water quality studies of the high quality streams in the Patapsco Valley. And as I tried to explain to everybody tonight that was here, when I had a chance one-to-one, was the fact that I spent 35 years of my career developing and conducting monitoring programs to assess water quality. I know that with that experience and many other bits of experience that I have with 3 major state agencies, directly being employed with them, and with the other agencies that I worked with extensively, Agriculture, Department of Labor Licensing and Regulation, Maryland Emergency Management Agency, all those experiences that I have will allow me to walk into the state legislature in January and go to work immediately. During my career with all those agencies, I developed many pieces of legislation. I repealed at least one piece of legislation, and I wrote a lot of the legislation that the departments that I was representing wanted to pass down at the legislature. I think I did a very fine job. Of course, I'm self-serving, and I guess if my wife sees this, she'll probably pick on me for saying how wonderful I am. So I apologize to my wife through this video. Let her know that I still think I know what I'm doing.
Well, you're a very honest man, so I believe you, George. and one of your big passions right now is the solar farms. So please share how you feel about the solar farms and what you think should happen.
Well, in 2017, Baltimore County Council passed a bill, I think it was 37-17, which authorized up to 10 pilot farm programs that would install solar panels on up to about 6 to 16 acres. Each one was capped out at producing, I think it's 2 megawatts of electricity per year, or at any one time. And what I'm concerned about is this is like the camel's nose under the tent. Once these projects are completed, or at least not even completed, but once they get underway, there will be no way to stop the approval for expansion of these things. And the RC2 in particular land, the rural conservation land, will be greatly challenged. We could stand to lose a major amount of our rural farming activities in northern Baltimore County. So I think that the bill that was passed, and it was one of the last bills passed under the 30 or 32 day duration for the bill that was allowed in the county council, was not well thought out, was not thoroughly vetted, and it really needs to be revisited in the upcoming session.
And I heard that Trade Point Atlantic is having a building covered, so taking it out of the fields where agriculture's at in Maryland, and especially in your area, and putting them on buildings, or like at CCBC, they're putting them on the parking lots. So I think that's a much better way of doing things than taking up our farmland.
You correctly pointed out McCormick and Hunt Valley put them on the roof of a lot of their buildings and put it over the parking lots of many of their buildings. And that's where equal or greater emphasis should be placed on commercial or industrial land. There's no reason why we have to find the cheapest land out there, the agricultural land, and destroy the farming industry, which has been the cornerstone of the northern Baltimore County area for these many years.
Okay, and if anybody would like to volunteer, we're heading into the home stretch now for the election. If they'd like to volunteer or donate to you, how can they reach you, George?
I have my email account. I'm on Facebook and I'm on LinkedIn. They can email me at electgeorgeharman@outlook.com. I'm not collecting any donations this cycle. I'm tired of people giving dribs and drabs, and people that contributed to me previously generally could not afford even a small, modest donation. So I was greatly appreciative of the donations 4 years ago, but this time I'm self-funding the whole effort. And so I don't need any money, but if people want signs on their property, they can email me and I'll try my best to meet that demand.
Well, that makes two of us. I'm funding my own campaign. I did it in 2014. I'm doing it in 2018 as well. George, it's a pleasure to see you. It's been a little while since I saw you last, so nice to run into you tonight, and best of luck in the upcoming election.
Thank you very much.